Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Strat Baseball History. As we continue our 1962 replay, we have a bonus game today between the Milwaukee Braves and the San Francisco Giants. The Braves, of course, featuring the young Hank Aaron in center field, and the Giants with Willie Mays. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. On the mound for San Francisco, Jack Sanford, 24-7, a 3.43 ERA in 38 starts, 233 hits allowed, and 265 innings pitched, 147 strikeouts, 92 walks. He allowed 23 dingers. He will be facing the Milwaukee Braves lineup that goes as follows. At first base, and batting first, Tommy Aaron. Second base, Frank Bowling. Third base, the all-time great Eddie Matthews. In center field, Hank Aaron. Left field, it'll be Gus Bell. Catching, Del Crandall. In right field, Lee May. Batting eighth, shortstop, Amado Samuel. And of course, batting ninth, the pitcher for Milwaukee, Bob Shaw. Without further ado, the first pitch by Sanford to Tommy Aaron. That's a 4-5. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. 4-3 for the first out. Aaron is down. It brings up Bowling. It's a 6-7. It's a single 1-6 or a line out to second. There's a base hit for Bowling. Gets himself on first. He's an E stealing, so he's not going anywhere. There's Eddie Matthews with a 4-3. Ground ball to first base C. So Matthews will be retired 3-1. Bowling to second on the throw. Brings up Hank Aaron with 2 outs. Bowling in scoring position. About a 1-7. That's a home run 1-2 or a fly ball to left. It's a fly ball to left field. And that's the end of the first inning. No score for Milwaukee as we go to the bottom of the first. Pitching for the Milwaukee Braves today, Bob Shaw, 15-9, a 2.80 ERA in 29 starts, 225 innings pitched, 223 hits allowed, only 44 walks, 124 strikeouts, and 20 homers allowed. He'll be facing the San Francisco Giants lineup that goes as follows. Chuck Hiller will be playing second base and batting first. Batting second, third baseman Jim Davenport. Batting third, center fielder Willie Mays. Batting fourth, cleanup, left fielder Willie McCovey. Batting fifth, first baseman Orlando Cepeda. Batting sixth, right fielder Felipe Alou. Batting seventh, catcher Tom Haller. Batting eighth, shortstop Jose Pagan. And batting ninth, the pitcher for San Francisco, Jack Sanford. Without further ado, the first pitch by Bob Shaw to Chuck Hiller. 2-6. That's a double 1-12 or a single. Going to be a double. So Hiller on second. Davenport comes to the plate. A good hitter is Davenport. 1-3 this time. The ground ball second base B. B means nothing, just means Hiller will hold. And that's one down. That brings up Hall of Famer and all-time great Willie Mays for his first at-bat of the 62 season. Bob Shaw deals a 3-7. Home run 1-3 or a double 4-20. That's a double for Mays. Hiller will come around to score. Mays has an RBI double. Early here, the San Francisco Giants lead 1-0. Here's Willie McCovey. 1 out, Mays on second with a 4-6. Lofts a fly ball to left field. I wish I could roll dice with my left hand. This would be easier. Try it. For the second out. It's very awkward. Orlando Cepeda. Nope, it's not going to work. 1-7. Another fly ball to left field to end the inning. Cepeda feels cheated because we rolled with the left hand. But on the game goes 1-0 San Francisco. Cepeda's complaints go unheard by the umpire. Sanford back on the mound. He'll face Bell, Crandall, and May. Here's Gus Bell. 5-10. Catcher's card X. Haller is a catcher 3. Cocked. Reroll. 2. Catcher 3. Out on a dribbler. Until Bell grounds out 2-3. And that'll bring up Crandall. 3-7. He pops this one up on the infield. It'll be handled over at third by Davenport. Second out. Here's Lee May. About 4-7. That's a grounder to second. Hiller. 6. Hiller is a 3. And that'll be an easy play. Oh, 1-2-3 inning from Milwaukee in the second. That's going to bring up Alou, Haller, and Pagan. Bob Shaw deals to Felipe Alou to lead off the bottom of the second. 4-10 is a fly ball to center field. Aaron ranges over and makes the play for the first. Now batting catcher, Tom Holler. Shaw deals. That is a 5-6 triple 1 single 2-20. A base hit for Holler. Holler's on first. Jose Pagan coming up. Holler not a threat to steal. Pagan with the 2-12 line out, a third base plus injury. Uh-oh. Well, could be a problem. We do use super advanced injuries in this league. A 9. Injury chart is going to probably indicate Pagan's going at least a few games. Going to be out for 1 game. Too bad. Would have been a lot worse. Roll up to 60 on that one. I don't think Pagan would be eligible for 60, so Pagan is going to be out with an injury. For just a day. We will find someone to play shortstop for him. Here we've got Ernie Bowman. Looks like it's going to be Bowman. John did not miss a lot of time. Bowman will step in beginning of the next defensive inning and play short. All right. Injury resolved. Back to the game. It's Sanford with 2 outs and Holler on first. But a 2-7. That's a strikeout. Shaw gets him swinging. That's the end of the second. So after 2 complete, San Francisco leads 1-0. The Braves coming up to bat with Samuel Shaw and Tommy Aaron. Sanford back on the mound. He deals to Samuel. Amato Samuel. 3-3. That's a 4-3 again. It's going to be Hiller over to Cepeda for the first out. Now here's the pitcher, Bob Shaw. 3-8. Ground ball down to third. It's going to be handled by Davenport. Over to McCovey for the second out. Shaw walks back to the dugout saying, "At least I made contact." Here's Tommy Aaron, 0 for 1 today. About a 4-5. That's a ground ball to second. Same thing he did the first time up. And another 1-2-3 inning for Sanford. He's allowed just the 1 hit so far through 3. Hangs on to a 1-0 lead. So that will bring up the top of the Giants order. Hiller, Davenport, and Mays. Hiller 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. About 4-7. That's a single 1-16. Or a line out to third. It's going to be a single. Hiller doing his job as a leadoff man and getting on base. Pretty good 341 on base percentage this year. Brings up Davenport. And Hiller not a speed threat. 2-7 for Davenport. And unfortunately, there's a 5-4-3 double play. Matthews to Bowling to Tommy Aaron. Suddenly there are 2 outs, and now Mays is coming. Mays with a 1-8. Ball to left field. And that'll end the inning. Shaw gets the double play, gets out of any kind of jam that would have been here in the third. And after 3 complete, San Francisco still leading Milwaukee 1-0. Sanford will deal to Bowling to lead off the fourth. 2-6. They pop out to short. First out. Pagan handled that with no problem, and that brings up Eddie Matthews. Matthews grounded out his first time up. Sanford with the pitch. 5-8. That's a fly ball to center. Handled by Mays, no problem for the second out. And that'll bring up Hank Aaron. Aaron flew out to left his first time up. Sanford is ready, and here we go. 5-12. Flies out to left again, he does. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sanford. Hasn't given up a base runner since the first. We go to the bottom of the fourth. The Braves still trailing by 1. McCovey, Cepeda, and Alou, Felipe variety, due up for San Francisco. Shaw back on the mound, and he's ready to pitch to McCovey. 0 for 1 so far today. Going to be a 5-4, which is a catcher's card X. Dale Crandall is a 2. Roll a 20. It's a roll again, unfortunately. About a 17. Also a roll again on a 2. Nice. Alright, a 3. Safe at first on a drop pop-up. They were making sure that Crandall got an error on that one. McCovey finds himself at first with the drop pop-up. He's a C. And Crandall's a -3, so they will not need to hold him to keep him close. It'd only be a 1-8 chance to steal. And a good hitter, Cepeda, coming up. 35 homers, 114 RBIs, and a 306 average, so McCovey doesn't mind sitting there at first and waiting his turn. Shaw now deals to Cepeda, hoping for a double play ball. 6-7. Instead, he gets a fly ball to right. We'll get 1 out here. And Felipe Alou next. Shaw delivers. How about a 4-4? That's a fly ball to center. Aaron puts away the second out. Get these up. That's unfortunate. Keep it clean, Billy. Shaw with 2 outs now, and McCovey on first. Still going to Tom Haller. About a 5 cocked. 4. Catcher card X again. Randall, an 11 on that catcher 2. A pass ball, which we'll record. But then a foul out. McCovey ends up on second, but stranded. Inning is over. One of the differences between basic and advanced is the pass balls happen automatically. But I don't even track them for stats because they're purely X-chart results. So, after 4, 1-0 San Francisco, Gus Bell leading off for the Braves in the 5th. How about a 1-6? That's a line out to first. Snared by Cepeda for the first out. Here's Crandall. Got a 2-6. That's a base hit. Bell Crandall gets his first base hit of the season, and the first base hit off Sanford since the first inning. Crandall, no speed threat. Lee May due up. May with occasional power. 6-8, well, Sanford must have been thinking about that occasional power because he was a little too fine with May and gave him a base on balls. Now Amato Samuel will get a chance to hit with 2 men on and only 1 out. Samuel, only a 206 hitter this year. Did somehow find 3 home runs in that 206. This time he finds nothing but air. Sits down. Strikeout by Jack Sanford. Now he's just got to deal with Shaw to get out of the inning. About a 4-8. That's a fly ball lofted to right. Felipe Alou over. And that will end the 5th for the Braves. Another 0 put up by Sanford. The Giants clinging to the slimmest of margins. 1-0. Right, I was looking for Pagan, but Bowman's in for the injured Pagan here. Look at his first at bat. Off of Bob Shaw. Where are you going? Try to stay in the screen, Bob. We've got lighting issues enough as it is without you creeping away. Shaw deals a 2-5 strikeout to to Bowman. And that's the first out. Here's Sanford batting. How about a 4-8? Another strikeout for Shaw. Trying to keep his team in this. Doing a good job. Only allowed 4 hits on the day so far. Here's Hiller, who has 2 of them. 5-8. Going to be a pop out to shortstop. So Hiller finally retired. Through 5 innings. They've still got a 1-0 game. Going to be the top of the order for the Braves. Tommy Aaron to lead it off. He's grounded out twice today. 2-7. Make it 3 times as he grounds out the old 5-3 way this time. Going to be Davenport to Cepeda for the out. Here's Bowling for 2 himself. About a 2-11. It's a line out. Davenport for the second out. And Eddie Matthews 0 for 2 today. He'd like to get his season going on a strong start. About a 3-6. Well, Eddie finds patience. Makes Sanford miss. Was a walk. Eddie, of course, a D stealer. He's not going anywhere. Not with the power of Aaron coming up behind him. Aaron 323, 45, and 128. A 618 slugging percentage to go with a 390 OBP. That's right, folks. He slugged 1 OPS would be 1008 for the season. I'm doing my math right. I think that's right. So Sanford has to be careful with Aaron, but not too careful. About a 4-3. Well, he does his job. Gets him to ground out to Cepeda. Flips it over to Sanford, and that is the end of the 6th. Sanford maintains the shutout through 6. And Bob Shaw will come out to face Davenport, Mays, and McCovey. 2-3-4 hitters for San Francisco who would like to extend their lead. Here's Jim Davenport. A couple of ground balls today so far is all he has to show. 4-2 is a pop out to short. Both pitchers pitching well. Here's Mays. Double and the only RBI on the day for San Francisco back in the first. Flew out to left his last time up. Time a 3-8. There we go. Triple 1 to 3, single 4 to 20. Willie is going to get on base. He just misses that triple. He's on first. He's an A stealer. They'll hold him. With Crandall's -3, that makes it a -5, so he's only 1 to 10 to steal second. Not a good enough chance. He's going to let McCovey hit. Bob Shaw deals to McCovey. 2-6. Down on strikes. He gets Willie swinging. That's going to help a lot. And he's still at first as Cepeda comes up. Shaw delivers a 5-11. That's a ground ball back to the pitcher. Shaw over to first baseman Tommy Aaron to end the 6th. Through 6 innings, folks. Through 6 innings, folks. That was hard to say. Still 1-0 San Francisco. And Sanford will now face Bell, Crandall, and May. Here's Gus Bell. 0 for 2 today. Hasn't gotten the ball out of the infield. About a 2-6. Oh, that's going to get the ball out of the infield. Double 1 to 6. Single 7 to 20. Double. Bell gets the favorable roll and ends up at second. Crandall can't be thinking about bunting here, can he? Probably not. He'd like a base hit in a big inning to take the lead, not to tie it. Crandall's too good a hitter to give up on a bunt. Well, 5-7 off of Sanford's card is a triple 1 to 5 or a single. Going to be a single. 2 asterisks. So Bell comes around to score to tie the game. Del Crandall with the RBI base hit. Jack Sanford is human, folks. He's been cut and he can bleed. Maybe that'll give Milwaukee hope going forward. Here's Lee May. Crandall at first and nobody out. How about a 3-8? A line drive right at Cepeda for the first out. 1 down. Here comes the power hitting Amato Samuel. I'm kidding, Amato. Please forgive me. Samuel due up. Crandall on base. You know what? We're going to do something risky here. Crandall's only a D stealer, but we're going to hit and run. Try to advance the runner. Never mind. That's going to be an awful result. A 12 on the hit and run is going to be batter lines into a double play at second. So that's going to be a 4-3 play to end the inning. The pitcher doesn't even come up, but they do tie the game here in the 7th. Shaw is ready to go. He'll face Alou, Holler, and Pagan. Felipe Alou has flown out to center field both times today. What a 1-6. This one's out towards center as well, but it's going to get down. Double 1 to 13. Rolled a 6. So Alou finds himself at second with a 2-base hit, and Tom Haller coming up. Haller, a very good hitting catcher. 261, 18 homers, 55 RBIs, and just 272 at bats. 515 slugging. Shaw deals to Haller. What a 2-8. Grounder to third. Blue will hold at second. Throws over to first for the out. We're here in the bottom of the seventh, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Shaw still on the mound. Facing backup infielder Ernie Bowman, who is in for an injured Pagan, who had a slight twinge in the second inning, and he's out for one game. Bowman's ready to hit against the Lou. He'd love to drive that run in. So that maybe he deserves some playing time. Well, he's got a chance. Single 1-3 or a line out to second. Oh, just snared at second by Bowling. Right on the tip of the glove, a little snow cone, folks. Well, Sanford's probably been pitching too well to take out right now. Questionable. You pinch it right here and try to get the run in, or do you keep Sanford in? I think they're going to have to pinch hit, folks. I think they're going to have to try to get an RBI. Tough decision for the San Francisco manager, but he does pull the trigger. Sanford will be out, and we'll have to see who the pinch hitter is going to be. Going to be the well-known Harvey Quinn? Harvey Kuhn, I think. I don't actually know how to say his name. I always said Harvey Quinn. Like Harley Quinn, though. That might be where I'm getting that. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. He's not pitching, though. Gonna be hitting. He's going to be hitting off Bob Shaw, looking for an RBI. You were wondering, despite being on the bench to start the game, he had 487 at-bats this year, a 304 average, 10 homers, 68 RBIs, a 365 on-base percentage. More walks than strikeouts. You don't see that anymore, do you? So, Alou at second, 2 outs. The pitch to Harvey. But a 4-11, that's a ground ball back to Shaw. Over the first for the third out. So through 7 complete. Nothing doing for either team. Tied at 1. We'll see who the new pitcher for San Francisco is going to be. Kuhn is out. The new pitcher is going to be... Oh, they do not have a lot of great options. I've already played a game, so a couple of guys have pitched already, and I try not to repeat. It's going to be Stu Miller. He's a pitcher 3. His POW is 3, so he will be able to complete this game if it doesn't stay tied. And Bob Shaw is due to lead off. He's going to come out for a pinch hitter. Shaw didn't want to come out either, but his counterpart came out. And he realizes they need some runs to win this game. They're going to call upon pinch hitter Mac Jones. Mac Jones. Face Miller. Miller's ready. Jones is ready. Here comes the dice. 4-8. That's going to be a single. So Jones pinch hitting does his job. He's a C-stealer. Makes him a 1-10 to go without a hold. They're not going to worry about him. Tommy Aaron coming up. That might be good enough for Tommy Aaron to try to hit and run. He's going to. 7 means he misses. Jones is going to have to try to steal the base. He is caught dead. Well, Jones' pinch hit base hit is erased, and Tommy Aaron has to step back in the box against Stu Miller. 1 out. That is a 3-8 base on balls. So Aaron on first and Bowling coming up. They would like to avoid a double play. Aaron again is a C. Bowling's going to hit away. On a 5-6, down on strikes. The good news is it brings solid professional hitter Eddie Matthews to the plate. Matthews with 2 outs. Tommy Aaron at first. 25 doubles, 29 homers on the year, and more walks than strikeouts. Despite striking out 90 times, Eddie's got 101 walks to credit for 62. Miller deals. And that is a 2-6. Well, there's one of those walks. If it wasn't for that botched hit and run, the bases would be loaded, but now it's first and second with 2 outs, and Hank Aaron coming to the plate. Miller has allowed 3 or 4 base runners to reach so far, but he's lucky to have 2 outs. Here's a 1-9. Get that 1 column for Aaron, but right there, fly ball, center field B. Will be the 3rd out here in the 8th. They were in the right place. Found the wrong result. So Aaron goes down. Mac Jones will be out. New pitcher. The new pitcher from Milwaukee is going to be it's going to be Don Notebart. Pitcher 2. And now the pitcher of record, because both starters can neither win nor lose it. So Notebart comes to the plate. Put some pitchers' hitting cards in here so I know when these guys are due up. And Notebart's going to face the top of the Giants order, beginning with Chuck Hiller. Got a Hiller and a Holler on this team. It's like we're in Kentucky or something. Notebart ready. Hiller ready. Hiller 2 for 3 today. It's cocked. 6-5 is a strikeout. Lost my pen. It's right there on the pad, dude. 1 down. Notebart to Davenport now. Davenport 0 for 3. Still hasn't gotten the ball out of the infield. 1-7. Well, he gets the ball out of the infield, but it's lofted a fly ball to the left. Gus Bell takes it. That's 2 down. Here's Willie Mays. 2 for 3. A single, a double, and an RBI today. Mays with a 3-5. Forget about it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the big column right there. The 3-5 home run on no doubter for Mays. And he gives the Giants a 2-1 lead here in the 8th. Willie's first homer, I think, of the season. I'm not sure. They have played a game before this. I'd have to check the stats. For your information, stats are being hand-kept by pencil and graph paper. I must be insane. A hell of a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. So I started playing, and that's how I'm still playing. After trying a lot of different ways over the years. Well, anyway, with 2 outs, Mays done rounding the bases, Notebart shaking his head. He's going to still have to deal with the slugger Willie McCovey. McCovey in shortened playtime in 62, 293, 20 homers, 54 RBIs, and only 229 at-bats. A .590 slugging percentage. So, very dangerous hitter. He's 0 for 3 today. Struck out his last time up. Notebart with a 1-7. Gets him to ground it down to Matthews, who will throw it over Tommy Aaron at first in the inning. Go through 8. The Giants now have the slimmest of leads again, 2-1. We go to the ninth. Seems like every inning, the second, the fifth, the seventh, and now the ninth, all begun with Gus Bell. Bell 1 for 3 on the day. Double and a run scored. He's ready to go. Miller ready to deal. 2-6. That's the right column. Double 1 to 6. Single 7 to 20. The Braves have life, and it's a double. Bell right away in scoring position. And they need that tying run to come around. Del Crandall, a very good hitter. 297 usually. They're going to give him a chance. Nope, they're going to ask him to sacrifice. So Crandall, ready to bunt. Miller with the pitch of 5 is probably going to be a good bunt. Yep. Batter is thrown out by the pitcher. Runners advance. So that's a sacrifice for Crandall. 1-3. Bell will move to third. That brings up Lee May. Will they squeeze him home? No, but they will try to get a good fly ball or ground ball here. Miller trying to hold on and get the win. This is a 4-8. Never mind, folks. It's a single. This is a tie game. This is a tie ball game. Stu Miller not getting the job done. By the way, he came out there. Stu Miller not getting the job done. Lee May with a base hit. He's a B stealing. So 1 to 13. They're going to hold him, makes him a 1 to 10. Motto Samuel due up. Let's see if they keep him in there. See what the options are. When you've got Roy McMillan on deck, on the bench, he's the regular shortstop. So right now we're going to see a pinch hitter. He was enjoying a day off, but he's happy to come to the plate and do some limited work. Joe Adcock going to get the at-bat in place of Samuel. Adcock was feeling a little under the weather. We had the day off today. Now he'll be facing Stu Miller. Game tied at 2. A at first, 1 out. A 3-9, that's a strikeout. He was a little cold coming off the bench, maybe. That brings Notobart to the plate. He will not hit for himself. Instead, we'll have a pinch hitter. Notabart's out after an inning of work. We'll have to see who the pinch hitter is. Give me a second to find out. It's going to be Lou Johnson. Johnson, a 282 hitter and 117 at bats. So Johnson's ready to go, facing Stu Miller. Here's the pitch. Runner on first, 2 down. Here's Johnson. 5-7 is a ground ball to second base X. Going to be a ground ball to Hiller. 9 on a second base 3. Going to be an out. That's the end of the 9th. Milwaukee. They get a run, another late run. It's tied at 2. So Adcock and Johnson both going to come out. Regular shortstop Roy McMillan is going to take over in the 8th spot, play short. Shortstop 2, Millen. And then batting 9th, we're going to have a new pitcher. It's going to be Jack Curtis. Curtis, in relief, has a POW of 3, so he can go a little ways. Most of these guys have a 3. I've seen a couple of 2s. I don't think I've seen a 1 yet in the set. So, Curtis is a 4 batter. Put a pitcher's hitting card there in the 9th spot to keep things organized, and we'll get on with the game. Curtis has the joyful task of facing Cepeda, Alou, and Holler, all guys who can get it done with the bat. Here's Orlando Cepeda, 0 for 3 today. You might say he's due. With a 2-2 game, he'd love this to be the time to cash in that due. 4-9, that's a double 1 to 5 or a single. It's going to be a double for Cepeda. All they need is that 1 run to get things done, and Felipe Alou coming up. Jack Curtis going to deal to Alou. Alou is not bunting. He's hitting away. That's a 3-4. That's a ground ball to short. Over to first for the first out. Cepeda stays at second. Here's Tom Holler. Again, a good hitter. Curtis has to deal with right now. Oh, it just fell off from a 1 to 5. That's going to be a 5-6, and that's a strikeout. 1-6 would have been a strikeout too, actually. That's pretty funny. 2 down. Where they should have bunted. Now they have 190 hitting Ernie Bowman up, trying to drive in Cepeda. Here's the pitch to Bowman, a 3. That's cocked. 6 as they pop out to short. That'll be the end of the inning. We're going to extras, folks. Tied at 2. So Stu Miller going into his 3rd inning of work. He's going to face the top of the order. Miller is susceptible to fatigue this inning with his POW of 3. Here's Tommy Aaron. Got a 5-4. That's a grounder to second for the first out. Aaron now 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts and a walk. Brings up Bowling. How about a 4-7? That's a base hit for Bowling. With Bowling on, Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron are going to get a chance to hit. Well, as Matthews doesn't ground into a double play. Miller to Matthews. 3-7. Ground ball, third base B. That's going to be a fielder's choice. The Matthews will reach. Bowling retired 5-4 at second. Matthews is on with 2 outs, and here's Hank Aaron. Got a 1-10. That's a double 1 to 8 or a single. Single. Gonna push Matthews over to third. Aaron's a B. 1 to 13. They won't be holding him. With Holler's arm, it makes him a 1 to 12. He's not thinking about stealing right here. He's thinking about Gus Bell getting a base hit. Bell does have 2 hits on the day, both doubles. He scored both runs. But a 4-5, but Stu Miller gets him on strikes. That's it for the Braves in the 10th. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. San Francisco. Thinking about winning it. Stu Miller's going to be done on the day. We're going to see a pinch hitter for Miller. Let's see who they've got on the bench. Very good hitting catcher, Ed Bailey. Got Matty Alou. We're going to go with Bailey, because Bailey could end it with 1 swing. And we put him in the wrong spot. That's okay. Just introducing him to you. So Bailey pinch hitting in the 9 hole. Bailey hits 17 homers and 254 at bats. He also has a 351 on base percentage, despite only batting .232. He walks a fair amount. Jack Curtis, his 2nd inning of work here. We're going to try to deal with Bailey. Keep him off bases. 2-2. Line out to first. That's right to Tommy Aaron for as many outs as possible. So 1 down. Chuck Hiller. 2 for 4 today. How about a 3-7? That's a single 1 to 12 or a line out to first. Hiller reaches with a base hit. Davenport's got some power. Need an extra base hit to get Hiller home. About a 4-4. That's a fly ball to center field X. Aaron is a 2 out there. 15 on the center field 2 chart. Single and error, batter on second. Everybody else advances 2 bases. So, a single, E8. We're going to make it second and third with just 1 out, ladies and gentlemen. They are threatening. They're going to have to bring the infield in. They're going to walk Mays. No hesitation to load the bases. Those runs don't matter. They'll have to deal with McCovey, but at least the double play's in order now. They are going to play the infield in, though. Try to cut off the run at home. They have to. They can't afford to lose this game on a cheap ground ball. The pitch to McCovey. 6-4. He pops him up. That's a big second out for Curtis. He still has to deal with the dangerous Orlando Cepeda with the bases loaded, but they can play everybody normal now. Fewer holes in the infield this way. Cepeda's going to have to do it legitimately. What a 3-6 strikeout. So we're going to 11, folks. Still tied at 2 apiece. We're going to pull Bailey. Friend. They're going to bring in a new pitcher. Who's it going to be? Don Larson. Pitcher 3. He can go pretty deep. He can go 4 POW, which really means he can go 6 without getting tired if he gets lucky. You'll probably pinch hit for him long before that because he's going to be due up in the next inning if there's any chance of driving in a run. So, in any case, Larson comes into the game. And he's going to have to face the dangerous Del Crandall. Crandall 2 for 3 with a sac hit on the day. And Larson pitches. Got a 4-2. Fly ball out to center. Mays takes it for the first out here in the 11th. Still tied at 1, and here's Lee May. 1 for 3 on the day. May's got occasional power. 6-8. Larson strikes him out. And the shortstop, Roy McMillan, taking his first at bat of the day. He was resting happily until called on to take the field. 2-8, and he's down on strikes. The Braves can't do a thing here in the 11th, and we're running out of places to score the game. Jack Curtis is going to come out for his 3rd inning of work. He's going to have to deal with Felipe Alou, Tom Holler, and whoever's in there at short. I can't remember the guy's name. Sorry, Bowman. So Curtis to Alou, 11th. How about a 4-3? That's a fly ball to left. Gus Bell is a 3. A 17 is an out. So 1 down. Dangerous Alou retired. Here's Holler. Not quite the hitter Alou is, but still 18 homers and very limited playtime. 1 for 4 today is Holler. How about a 2-8? Grounder down to 3rd. Matthews over to Tommy Aaron for the 2nd out, and here's Ernie Bowen. Ernie so far 0 for 3 with a strikeout today. He does have occasional home run power. He didn't expect to be playing today. He's going to loft this one out to right fielder May, yes. 17 on a 3 is again an out. And we're going to 12, folks. Curtis's day is done from Milwaukee. We're going to see a pinch hitter come in. Benches are starting to run a little short. Who will the pinch hitter be? It's going to be Joe Torre. Backup catcher. I'm going to try to do something for these Braves. Once again, Torre is not pitching. He'll be hitting against Don Larson. Larson in his second inning of work. See if he can handle Torre. That's a 3-10. Pops him up on the infield. Down. Here's Tommy Aaron. A 1-11. Rounds out to second. 2 down. Larson making quick work here. Here's bowling. But a 1-6. Grounder to short. 1-2-3 inning for Larson. Here in the 12th. Or he's going to go back to the bench. We're up to H, folks. H in substitutions. The new pitcher. Going to be Carl Willie. Getting deep here. Willie's POW, should we need it, is a 4 as well, so he can go for a while. Question is, do they want to pull Larson? Who's left on the bench to pinch hit? We've still got Matty Alou. Yes, they're going to pull Larson and lead off with Matty Alou. Larson does a pretty good job keeping this game tied. Alou's going to pinch hit. Got Alou with an M. Against Carl Willie. Willie, by the way, 2-5, a 5.40 ERA. 95 hits allowed in just 73 innings. He gave up 9 homers. So, here's Matty Alou leading off for San Francisco in the 12th. Game tied at 2. That's a 4-9 fly ball to right for the first out. One's going longer than expected, folks, but extra inning games are fun and tight. I just need to drink more water when they happen. Pardon me. So Willie ready now with 1 out. He's going to deal to Chuck Hiller. Hiller's got 3 base hits on the day. 1-7. He will not get 4th, at least not yet. Get the second out. It brings up Davenport. Davenport had a hit his last time, up 1 for 5 on the day. What a 4-7. Well, there's his second hit of the game. A base hit for Davenport. That is bad news. No place to put Willie Mays for Carl Willie. 2 outs, Mays comes up. Willie will be trying to avoid that 3 column. Goes 4-3 instead. It's a ground ball to first. Tommy Aaron's the first baseman. 20. Against the 2. That's a reroll. Not a 9 against the 2. That's gonna do it. Would have been a double play if necessary. Not. We're going to 13, folks. Hayes is down. Will we keep Alou in the game? Let's see. No, we will not. Well, no, we will not. The only person we'd sub him for would be Mays, and we're definitely not taking Mays out of the game in a tie game like this. He sits down, and Gaylord Perry going to come in and play some baseball for San Francisco. Running out of room to score this one. As a reliever, he's got a POW of 3. And he'll be batting 9th. There's his pitcher's hitting card. Perry is going to face the heart of the Milwaukee order, Matthews, Aaron, and Bell. Perry 3-1, a 5.23 ERA, 43 innings pitched, 54 hits allowed, 14 walks, 20 Ks, and 3 homers. So, here's Eddie Matthews. 0 for 3 today with a couple of walks is Matthews. Perry deals 2-12. A fly ball to deep right field, right at the wall. It's a fly ball A. It is caught, though. And that is the first out. Here's Aaron. Perry appearing to be putting some sort of concoction on the ball. The ump warns him. He acts like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Perry ready to deal with Aaron. He may not put anything over the plate for him. Well, 1-7. He might have fooled him. It's a home run 1-2 or a fly ball to left. This one's out to deep left. We'll have to see. No, it's on the warning track, but caught. Aaron gave it a ride, but not deep enough. Perry gets the best of him there, and it's Gus Bell coming up. 2 outs. Here in the 13th inning, Gaylord Perry on the mound for San Francisco, pitching to Gus Bell with 2 outs. 2-2 ball game. A 5-8 is a triple 1-4, double 5-20. This one's in the gap. They will get to it quickly to hold Bell to a double, but he's in scoring position now for Del Crandall. Perry ready to deal with Crandall. What about walking him? They will. They're going to put Crandall on. Intentional walk. They'll take their chances with Lee May. May's got some power, but he's not as good a hitter as Crandall. 2 outs, first and second. The pitch to May. Going to be a 2-6. They knew what they were doing because Perry strikes out May. Boy, that was there. Okay. 13. So through 12.5 is 2-2. Covey, Cepeda, and Alou coming up against Carl Willie. Willie's second inning of work. Got plenty of POW left, but he's got to deal with some heavy hitters right now. Here's McCovey, 0 for 5 on the day. Reached on an error back in the 4th. Willie's pitch. That's a 3-10. Ladies and gentlemen, can't see it. Hold it up. 3-10. A home run. That's the danger. Going through these lineups too many times. We've got some powerful hitters here. Willie McCovey with a blast. And the San Francisco crowd goes wild. The Giants win the game. Not the pennant, but the game on the McCovey home run. A solo shot here in the bottom of the 13th inning. With a final score of 3-2. A well-pitched, well-played game by both sides. But in the end, it is San Francisco who gets the victory. That means Carl Willie is going to suffer the loss. Gaylord Perry will get the win. He's happy about it. Willie McCovey going to have to be our player of the game with the walk-off, long home run into the night to end it in the 13th. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joe, and this has been Strat Baseball History with a premier game from year 1962. Strat-O-Matic Cards and Dice Basic Replay. Look forward to our next video where the New York Mets will play their second game of the season visiting St. Louis. And if you like the videos, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content. You can also follow the complete season at www.stratbaseballhistory.com, where I blog every day's complete results. Till next time, this is Joe, Strat Baseball History, signing off.